I don't want to take any of the dead. They're not going to do anything with the animals, although the panthers could potentially eat them. We only lost one panther. One tamed yak, dromedary, muffalo, and a boomlope. We lost... Oh no, we lost a couple of them, sorry. Well, that's fine. We don't need none of them. So immediately we've already gone down. I made an estimate we'll go up by like 100 animals by the time we arrive, but yeah. I don't know how many of these are my guns versus their weapons, but I'll take whatever they've got. I'll try to sell it later. I don't want none of their clothes. Would have been great if it wasn't tainted. That's normal. These are normal. Buy foam popper, sure. If they had had some like non-tainted stuff, that would have been great. I just don't know if it's counting what they are and are not wearing because I didn't exactly strip them. So, yeah. Alright. I think that's about everything. I wanted to, we could be greedy and take like 2 rocks. Because why not? I'm surprised that there's like, no, it's all the same weight and stuff. We'll pull that apart later and turn it into a fence. If I need more, I'll get stuff on the way. It'll be fine. So they're off on their journey again. We only lost diamonds, so we're down to what? Fucking 297. I got wiggle room for about 3 people now. Okay, cool. Well, they're all kind of hurt and pissed off, so here's hoping that isn't how that caravan's going to remain going this whole time. In the absolute worst case scenario, because when you load in to RimWorld, you get like a different kind of rotation of what could happen and stuff. If it's really, really fucking goes south in transit, I may have to just start back. But here's hoping we don't have to do that. Also, I know we got 1 built. I realized I had no 5 foam poppers in here, but yeah, this is a new location. This is where we're going to. It's partially built. I'm working on all the bedrooms and shit, which we got to kind of build like walls and crap for, which is fine. There's some random ass horses over here. Hold on, we need to go hunting. We can do with meat. We're going to have a lot of meat when my animals arrive, by the way, because I have like a shit ton here, but they'll be on auto cull. So now that I'm not being attacked, I can actually like do some normal shit in here. So hi. Yeah. What's up? Hold on, let me spin this chair a little bit. Phoenix is like 16, I think. So he has like a bit of difficulty with like getting up and down on the chair. And he's an extremely vocal cat, as you guys may have noticed. He seems to have like taken up being extra vocal this specific week. So I'm guessing because it's been like really hot during the day, all of his joints and shit don't hurt. So he's just had like good sleeps and he's got all this extra screaming energy at night. So yeah, that's what he does. But he's otherwise fine. And yeah, I also kind of wanted to move some of my solars and shit in here, but we'll get to that. They're already building the bedrooms. I do need a light in here so that they can actually be efficient. I ended up like, while I was testing the game, I ended up just putting like a basic floodlight and shit in here, but I'll probably put like proper lights in. We'll see how we go. Yeah, he's pretty cute. If you guys want to see what my cats look like, I've got photos on like Instagram and shit and Discord and stuff. Yeah, they're pretty adorable, especially like Azula's upside down and whatnot in her cat bed. But yeah, you'll almost never hear Azula, but you'll almost always hear Phoenix. The rare occasion that you hear Azula, she's normally like needs something. So we'll chuck a bunch of lights in there. Where the hell are you? You're screaming at me from the darkness of under the desk? Where are you? Okay, that was worth it. I can't see him. He's obviously sitting about as far back under the desk as he could physically do. And he's like this, he's this brown and black cat, right? So he's like using the shadows to his advantage and shit right now. And yeah, it's cute, but I figured I'd kind of goose him a bit with the noises. I forgot to do my intro. What?
Oh shit. Here we go again.
I didn't even realize that was an intro thing that you were doing. Alright, hold on. Let's go with temperature. These are 1 degrees. I gotta get these down cooler. We were in the middle of attack, so I didn't get a chance to dabble with these. I needed these to be... I'm just gonna put them down to like -160. They should all be on. Nothing should be toggled off. Okay. So we've got all of the air conditioning up. I'm gonna need more space in here, and I don't have benches, so there's a couple of options I could do. I could either say, hey, can you guys like remove this so I have floor space, or can we just build these? I don't think they're gonna get built in time, so I'm just gonna take the floor space for the extra storage because we have a lot of animals. Even the small caravan that's coming, it's going to use like a lot of space with the animals. Let's see, I don't want turkeys, pig. We could take pemmican. I've only got 1 silver in this caravan. Is there anything I can trade? I'd want that. No. There's really nothing else I can trade you guys. Except for maybe yak calves. I've got like 7 of them. No, it won't make up enough. I'm always interested in shock lancers because it's like a non-lethal way to take colonists. You know? Ideally. But I gotta move all this shit around. And I finally remembered what I was doing with this fucking layout. Oh, am I streaming on multiple platforms at once? Yes. I'm on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, which is why you see Chat's Relay come up, because Chat's Relay is YouTube talking to Twitch, YouTube chat talking to Twitch, and APC Relay is Twitch talking to YouTube, the bots that I've got for that. Yeah, so if you ever see messages that are from Chat's Relay, that's my bot relaying messages over and stuff. So what I was gonna do, I can move this over. Venus is gonna continue to scream it tonight, but that's okay. I'm gonna leave him to do that. Gonna bring down the wall. You know how when I originally made this, I kind of I brought it back a little bit because I couldn't remember what my layout was. Well, I remembered what my layout was, so... Hi. What's up? Is it too cold in here? Hold on, let me try turning off the aircon for him. Hang on. I think what he wants ideally is he wants me to turn the heater on. And I'm not turning the heater on, it's summer. So, yeah. So how come you're asking, PJ? Just curious, but I'm curious why you're asking. So it's green because we've got an eclipse too. I gotta remember, I think I want the doors to be here. So they'll come through at the very, very far corner. Which I gotta put a door there, but this will be fine. I don't think I had a vent set up for it. I think they're supposed to get the vents from there, which is supposed to keep this room a little bit warmer, because even with these closed, it seems to kind of leach a little bit. It shouldn't chill that too much, but I also want to move the batteries too. I don't have a place for batteries just yet. I could put it in like the hallways and stuff, but they're gonna hate it. Plus that's not super undercover yet. I could move it into... I could technically move it into the prison hospital for the moment. Up in here. Another thing too is I don't have any prisoners coming. I'll have to also make a little note. We've got, what, 297 colonists now? Diamond died. There we go. Alright. I made a marker for it, but this will be easier for me to remember if somebody asks throughout stream, because I won't be able to like reference it back being like in stream. Okay. So we've also got that slidey issue too. So we'll see how we go with the game tonight. If it starts having some issues, because remember it's new and I've got some like PC issues going on at the moment. But if it has issues, we can always like open and close the game and shit, so it's fine. I don't think I want to move this over. Maybe I do. I think I want to move these out of this spot, but I definitely don't want these to be here. I'm trying to get some granite benches. I'm trying to get some lights built. If I can find somebody that can do construction, Grim might be able to. No, he's not. Nitro, you'd think Nitro would be able to for the amount of time he's been here, but no. Most of my construction people are going to be asleep at this time, except for Lincoln. Hold on. Hey, Lincoln, mate. Can you come with me? I've got some lights for you to fucking make. Because it will increase the speed, or at least fucking try to help. But, yeah. Get all this shit built. Get them some lights. We'll get some people working on some granite blocks, which I hope they're doing. I can't tell because it's dark in there. I also want to change the color of all the bedrooms as well, all the bedroom lights. And I need to just kind of grippy grab those if I could, without preferably grabbing anything else. Because I'm not loving this green, I'll be honest. It's not, I tried it with the third location. No, second location. I tried it with the second location. It's not for me. Not green, not for this. I don't have lights all through here yet. I think I was working on that. That's okay. If I don't have lights all through it, I don't have as many to change. These ones got lights. Just gotta be careful I'm not grabbing like the kitchen or something like that. Alright. Let's change you guys. I sort of want it like a blue. Maybe we have a look at that. It kind of looks a little bit better. Visually, that looks a tiny bit better. I have a screenshot of what I fucked around with the other day. When I was testing my computer, I fucked around with like a lot of stuff in RimWorld, just for shits and giggles of it. Can't tell because the photo was daytime and this is nighttime, but I think that's the right color I wanted. I accidentally got some in the prison. Shit. Give me that color. Copy that. Let's fix up these in here. I don't actually mind the concept of making it all purple. I could, hold on. I grab it all carefully. Give me all that. I don't think I'm close enough to anybody's bedrooms to be able to grab it. Paste that as all purple. That's a little bit much. What if I were to grab a brighter color on these? I don't so much want to make it like darker brighter, although that's interesting. I was actually thinking more like white brighter. That's not really helping it, is it? Let's throw that back to purple for the moment. This will do fine. I'll come back to the prison. I'm not like thrilled with this color, but I do like this kind of like blue thing. That's fine. And I don't know if you're supposed to be purple. There's going to be a lot more like probably purple shades on this one because our last location was like, I don't know, blues and shit. Hold on. What was I don't have, I gotta get the screenshot of my last location. I haven't added it yet. That's fine. I do actually have a screenshot of it somewhere. But I'll have to add it probably later. That's fine. Okay, either way, how's the temperature going? Temperature on one side's doing really well and not so much on the other. This is 15 and this is 2. Did I not change this? Current power use is off. Well, maybe turn it on. I think that one just might not have been clicked on. Let's grab Chimpanzee for when he's done. No, it looks like it's fine. Frenzy, Binge, Sad Wanderer, that's fine. They can all do that. As long as these are refrigerated, because we lost like 900 simple meals the other day, which in like the grand scheme of things for my colony is not a lot, but it's still a lot. And I don't want to be like losing whole chunks of food like that. So my question is, what's going on with this side that's keeping it so much hotter than the rest of this place? It's not connected to that. It's not open yet. Amia love, can I grab you? I know you're butchering. It's reserved by Lincoln. You can move that one. Get you to move these all around the place. And I'll grab Lincoln to move that when he's done. And that way we can get some walls built on the inside of this. Because I'd rather deconstruct like a vent and an old door and stuff like that in a wall after I've got a wall in the way. So that way it still stays blocked and clean. Like I want to build up to like that kind of thing. Where is Lincoln? Lincoln will be coming from over here somewhere. He hasn't even finished this. Or is it we don't have electricity? No, we have electricity. I could put more of the batteries over in here for the moment. It is enclosed. It's just not really where I want to be storing them. I also don't want to put them too close to the chem fuel, but I do want the batteries out of the kitchen. So maybe I put them that is dangerously close to the chem fuel reactor. I could pop you probably here. And the other one, I'll get somebody to move these because I want them to still stay connected. Franklin, mate, if I could get you to move that first, that'd be great. I want the batteries to still be connected, but I need the space in here to work. Also, I don't know why my like chat thing isn't like connected again. Hang on a second. You come here for a sec. It had an issue with verification the other day. I don't know how much it picks up while it's doing this. But it says it's connected. Yeah, hold on. Because I'm not seeing you guys' chat messages come up. So let's fix that up. We had an issue since fucking, what do you call it? Windows update happened. So I should be able to see you guys talk now. I'm just not getting the messages when you guys are talking. Unless I like look over. But I'm expecting to see them on stream, so I wasn't looking over. So no chat relay is some unhinged stuff. Something a YouTube viewer would say. What? There's some unhinged stuff that... Yeah, chat's relay is relaying messages. It relays whoever said the message and it relays... Hold on. It also relays like what they said and stuff, which also helps me identify where a conversation is coming from and stuff. Allows you guys to be able to talk to each other. And yeah, it's kind of makes it all a little bit easier at that, but yeah. Also don't like hate on like the other platforms and shit in my chat. I don't appreciate that. If somebody wants to watch me on YouTube, they can watch me on YouTube. If they want to watch me on Twitch, they can watch me on Twitch. If they want to watch my videos later after the fact on like YouTube as like episodes, they can do that too. Or if they want the full fucking VODs, those are on fucking YouTube as well. They're like membership stuff. So if I could get Lincoln, wherever the fuck he is, there he is. Mate, instead of you butchering, oh, Grim's got it now. Okay, well, how about... Because he's just grabbing this table, right? So let's suspend it. Now nobody can use it. Surely you can use this bench. I might force you to work at this bench, which will then... Yep, you're now working at this bench, but you're going to move the fucking bench. So after you do your butchering, you're going to move it. LT, welcome in. Raiders, welcome in. What are you guys up to? I'm just trying to get my colonist to like move a bench over here. Yeah, what are you guys up to tonight? Hold on. There we go. No, apparently I can't fucking spell. Hang on a second. I'm trying to give you a shout out, but I kind of forgot how for a split second there, but it's all good. Try that. You know, it'd be pretty good. Remember my own raid message. It's all good. Most of the time I don't even bother with like raid messages and stuff like that. But even just like coming in and saying hello, more than enough. But yeah, what are you doing tonight? Welcome in, Raiders. I'm literally moving over half my colony at the moment between my previous location, which is now abandoned, and our new location. They've already been attacked once, and they should all be getting like attended to in the caravan and shit. And they lost like one person, so it's fine. But yeah, I'm trying to get this place, our 4th location, I'm trying to get it kind of up and running as best I can before everybody kind of arrives. So yeah, it's a bit of an effort to get everybody to like move everything, because everybody wants to move, everybody wants to use all the benches and all the stuff. It's kind of like get off the thing so I can like move it sort of thing. Plus I also have like a bunch of chairs I gotta move around too. What's I playing RimWorld? Playing with the aliens mod, running a small xenomorph hive. Oh yeah, that sounds cool. I haven't seen too many I don't know, hive sort of colonies and stuff, so it is kind of interesting to like know of another one sort of thing. I don't get around the RimWorld community too much. I don't get a chance to kind of watch everybody as much as I'd like, but yeah, it sounds pretty cool. Hold on, is Sam? There he is. I saw Sam in here and I'm like, he can do building. Right, he can do building, and I'm like, I'll just grab him in a second. I can, because somebody's been bagsing all these seats and I just want him to move some stuff. But yeah, at the moment I'm mostly just trying to get around the colony and move whatever I can, clean whatever I can. Kind of like, I know that when my colony arrives, they're basically gonna like slaughter most of the animals. And then I'm gonna need like bedrooms and storage and all sorts of stuff. So I'm just trying to prep like my storage floor, because I haven't made more of these kind of cabinets yet. I do want them to make more cabinets, but I don't want them to kind of put them in there for just the moment. So I'll just make a couple here. If they make them, I'll move them. That way I've still got floor space for the moment, you know. There's absolutely no descriptions the info tab, so it's hard going. I only have 2 aliens with my queens, so it's tough. Well, when you say like xenomorph hive, it makes me think of like the Aliens movie, but I know with RimWorld, xenomorph can just mean like alien race kind of thing. So let me know if that's what you're actually doing, because that sounds really cool. I have some water, hold on. But yeah, we spent like 5 months moving, trying to move out of our previous colony. I've just realized before that I don't actually have like a screenshot of my previous colony, because we only just kind of like dispatched from it. But I will bring it in eventually. And yeah, I kind of trying to make as much as I can. I'm trying to put down as many benches as I can, trying to move what they're kind of working on. Like, I need them to sort of stop working on shit for like a few minutes, just long enough that I can move the benches, but I also don't want them to completely stop working on stuff. So I need like half the benches available kind of thing. I just need them to not work on a few of them. Based on Alien movie, yeah. You can have face huggers, chest bursters, all kinds of goop. Oh my god. So if human colonists like raid you, do you just like murder, like slaughter them kind of thing? Do you try to like convert more like eggs and stuff to like aliens? Because that's what I'm thinking. And it does sound pretty interesting. It's probably not exactly what you're doing, but it's what I was thinking. If you guys are done using these benches, can I move them, please? I got that down to there. I want this here. The OG Aliens or Predator games back in the day. I never did. I think I had. I looked at one of the Alien games when I started streaming and stuff, and I never really like went for it and stuff. Mostly, my problem is when I'm playing like a horror game, I'm like really deadpan and unexpressive. I'm curious where that's going to get in here. Is it going to go over that? Oh, it's getting near the turrets, which should be fine. McPherson, you might want to run. Run up towards Ocelot, and I guess Ocelot can help. You can get out of there, because that's a pretty fast cougar. McPherson doesn't get held up by much. Get your cheeks back here, Ocelot. I need help. You can also shoot at it if you can get line of sight. There you go. I don't know why Bren's so fucking close to this, but this is fine. McPherson's a doctor. I don't really want... There we go. I don't want them to take like a lot of damage, but that will resolve that. Yeah. I'm just slaughtering, but you can get eggs and set up as traps and hatch them manually until the facehuggers to grab a person or animal. I didn't know you could also do animals and stuff. That changes the game. Could you imagine can you imagine that scenario in like my fucking colony? It's like there's just hundreds of fucking animals everywhere. It'd be immediately like a massive boom of like influx of aliens everywhere. Did somebody destroy that light or is it turned off? No, I think somebody's just like no power for it. I did increase the power here recently, but not too much. I also need to get this building across here. I'm trying to move where the walls were. I remembered the initial pattern that I was going to do for this place. But yeah, I'm trying to sort of like move everything just a tiny bit. I think I wanted these buffed up. They'll be taller than they were square, so this will be fine. I'm not using eggs too much because they will just auto hatch if someone steps close, even if I didn't mark it for implanting. Oh yeah, you can kind of just like leave them out in the field and then hopefully, you know, new xenomorph like colonist spawns basically. Amia, can I get you to move these? Since nobody's on them. Enyo's on that one. Valso's on that. Where is Enyo and Valso? There's Valso. Can I get you to move your bench, mate? And where is Enyo? I don't think... If she's in here, she's not in here. Yeah, she's definitely not in here. She's going to get, like, resources fucking somewhere. There she is. Alright, you move your bench afterwards. There we go. You play human side. Have wild aliens too. I run a second day when it grabs someone. But I'm trying to remove it and then grab the second person. Jesus. Wait, it can grab a second person? But I'm trying to remove it. I guess, yeah, with the acid and shit. And then grab the second. Damn. So, yeah, that one would have been a quick fucking run. I wouldn't like to be, like, up against them. I don't think that would be, like... I don't think that would go that well, kind of thing. I feel like if you're the aliens, you have, like, a better chance on the rim, kind of thing. Costa, you're hauling stuff to bed. Who's using this? Camel's working on it. Camel, mate, when you're done with that, can you... Okay, he can't. We'll see what we do. 2, 3 dead or dying on day 2. Colony was not living. Yeah, but RimWorld can be like that, though, because, like... My last colony of Nido, they struggled from day fucking 1. They were at each other's throat non-stop the whole fucking time. I think we lasted like 10 months and then I just got sick of like trying to keep them apart. So I just sat there one day and it was like, I was not like well, like medically I wasn't well. And I'm like, you guys want to kill each other, go for it. I don't give a shit anymore. And yeah, they imploded. It took like an hour or 2 for them to completely just demolish the colony. And then I started this one, and all of these guys kind of got along from the beginning. They haven't really fought too hard. It's only when I've like moved. Like these ones coming, they're going to be pretty pissed. Because like they're in a caravan, there's no luxuries. They've been at the last location, which hasn't had nice things for a while. Kind of thing, because I've been deconstructing everything, you know, so yeah, it's a bit like that. They'll be pretty pissy when they arrive, but there's nothing I could really do about that until they're here. I also can't move that one, but I can move this. I put a couple of benches in here just to get them out of the way, but I don't want them that like thickly stacked if I can avoid it. I think I want it like there. Also, one of my caravans arrived. This will be the caravan of 9. So, yeah. There's the other Tyran that we got. I didn't realize that there was like 2 Tyrans. This is the other one, I guess. But yeah, I guess I saw the actual dev one in game. We murdered the crap out of him. They've got to bring these guys in here at some point. I have got proper fences. I think we can get them through. Somewhere I can't get them through there. Okay. I'm working on fixing some fence loopholes that we had because I made the solar low. I haven't put like extra